Yeah, so think about harmonizing and humming.
Yeah.
You should have to in camera, man.
God damn.
It's live,
bro.
Hey, we live.
That's a good way to start.
That's a good way. I just learned how to say HARHUM.
Look.
Did I say good?
Yeah, low off.
Okay, help me
one
out.
One more time. So think about harmonizing and humming. So when you think about HARHUM, harmonizing, humming.
HARHUM.
Think about those two words and then
HARHUM.
Yeah.
HARHUM. You can separate it.
Say
Two
it one more
syllables.
time. Let me hear it.
HARHUM.
All right, HARHUM.
HARHUM.
Okay.
I get it.
I hear it. It's the accent that I hear it.
That was bad. Sometimes
I hear it.
you say we can understand. I say, hey, learn to understand. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, guys, this is the group that I was very happy and proud to meet them on Thanksgiving Day because they were giving back. They recognize that success is good, but to remember where you came from, it's extremely important. Because a lot of times your success depends on your community, on the type of support you get.
Your
And
upbringing.
And we don't want to see people get up there and then look back and say, what did they do for the community because they were getting up there?
Yeah.
Well, I always tell people, actions, not words, is what counts.
Yes, sir.
So let's start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about you, how this came about them. I know that you know since you guys were little. Kindergarten, probably? Or a little older?
Not that old.
A little old.
Sixth grade.
Yeah, so talk a little loud so they can get it.
I go by JR Rashid. You can follow me on Instagram at JR Rashid. That's JAYRRASHIQ. Founder of HARHUM Music. My brother's right here. And it all started when, I want to say we all attended Palisade Prep. When it first opened, what year was that?
I was like
2008.
2008.
Back then, sixth graders. Sixth graders. Somehow all got together, created a strong bond. Got older, departed from each other, stood connected.
Yeah. Stay connected for a fact.
I ended up moving, and we linked back up. And this time we go to Cali. And
What
one
year was
day,
that? What year was that? Tell me the year of that.
2019, 18, ending of 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just changed my name. I used to go by JR the God. And I had just changed my name. And I wanted to come up with a group name as well, a foundation. And I'm thinking like, what type of music do we deliver? Around that time, I'm thinking harmonizing, humming. That's the style, harmonizing, humming. Came up with the word HARHUM. Looked it up on Google to see if it was a word. It wasn't a word. I'm like, well, good. We go to Cali. This is our first time like reconnecting all together since I moved. And we're like, yo, we need to make something happen. We need to move more professional. We need to come together and build something great.
Come on strong.
An official team. An
From
LLC.
LLC. From that day on, kept our foot on the pedal, ran with HARHUM Music, and here we are today.
Never look back.
Never look back.
You know, I tell young kids all the time, you know, that love music and they want to get into music. I tell them, listen, just loving music and getting into music is not enough to get you into music. You have to have a plan. You have to have determination. You have to have the drive. You have to understand that things will not always come out the way you want it.
Exactly.
But you cannot give up the first time you fail. Because the success is not made by failures, are made by those that fail and get up and keep on going.
You see everything you just said, bro? That's exactly what HARHUM music is about. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to show others, like you said, like the children who love music and they want to do what we're doing right now. Trying to show them that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? We're not rich. You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
All we have is an idea. We have a team, and we're all loyal to each other.
That's the underrated value. That's the underrated part of it. You need a
Just trying to
team.
execute.
You can't do it alone. This business right here, the things you want to do, the dreams you want to reach, you can't do it alone.
And in order to succeed, desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. As long as you stand by that, you can succeed in life. You can do whatever you want to do in life.
Like we would never ever even dream about being here right now talking to you today, bro. Like this right now is a milestone for us.
Giving
you know?
out turkeys,
Absolutely.
being
You know
able
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that.
Just being here, having a conversation with you.
And
right
we
now.
appreciate you for the recognition.
Yeah.
And
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
definitely
No,
appreciate
actually,
it.
there was no recognition from my part. You know, every time I see young folks doing things that they should be doing, for me, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, once I met you and I saw what you guys are all about, it changes the perspective
Yeah.
of how I see you guys. Because very often people get involved in things for one reason, but they end up staying in that thing for a different reason. Give you a quick example. I did martial arts for about 30 some years, had many schools. The reason I started was because I watched a Bruce Lee movie. The reason I stayed
You're changing lives.
had nothing to do with Bruce Lee, was because I could change lives of others through that discipline. So very often things change. But listen, Thursday when I went to see you, and you there with the turkeys, the community are happy, are coming, are hugging you, are saying thank you. The positive comments that I see online, we should have more people like this. This is what the future is about. There is good in Yonkers. It's not all bang, bang, bang as Yonkers Voice shows. Okay? And guys, you are true, you are correct. The thing is, for me to know about them, they called me. One of you texted me.
It was me.
That was you.
I sent you the flyer.
You sent me a flyer, and I immediately say what?
You said I'll be there.
I'll be there. So it's important if you have positive things coming on in Yonkers. The same energy that takes you to bash somebody, it takes less energy just to send a flyer and say, hey, this is going on at this time, can you make it?
Way less, absolutely.
Okay? Takes much less energy. But let's be real, you know, I'm one person with a camera. Sometimes there is so many things going in Yonkers, okay, that I have to manage time. Where do I go?
I don't know how you do.
A lot of people don't know.
Be everywhere,
I don't know how
Yeah.
back of the car.
They're like, yo, go out the voice, see what happens,
Yeah,
man.
and
Get the
people-
citizen that, man.
And people say, yeah, but when there is negativity, you're always there. When there is a starving, you're always there. I said the difference is, people love to give bad news.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? If something bad happens, they text me right away. When something good happens, nobody cares, nobody talks about it, nobody shares.
That's true. That's true.
Okay?
You know, it's like that controversy.
That's always. So you should be the change you want to see. Like this video, this is a positive video. This is people that are doing the right thing, involved in music. I tell people all the time, drop the gun, pick up the mic. Okay? Not that it's your case, I don't know, but you're doing the things that's supposed to be done, the positive. That's what you should be done. Now, let's motivate others. Let's share this video and show the entire Yonkers County, city, how success is made.
Yes, sir.
How success is made.
How success
Yeah.
is made.
And success does not come in a bottle that you open, you pay, you drink, and you became
Nah.
successful.
Gotta work for it.
Hard
You
work
gotta
and
work.
dedication.
Yeah. We're not even
Dedication.
close to where we
Exactly. You got to work on it. You have to have dedication for it, and you have to work hard. Sometimes you have to cry because things did not come the way you want it. Sometimes there is arguments between them because they're all men with independent brains. They argue, but at the end of the day, they come together. Okay.
Comes with winning.
Exactly.
So that matters.
So that's all that matters. What type of music, man? Because let me tell you, everyone that comes in my show, that it's a singer, they gotta sing it. So one of you want to give me a, you know, A couple words here.
A couple words.
You know, singing.
Oh, singing is on?
Yeah. So,
Oh man, singing.
where is the motivation? Where does the drive come from?
Each other.
Yeah.
Yes, but what about your life experience? Like when you write a song or something comes to your mind, what is the inspiration? Is your life experience? Is it somebody else's life experience? Is your friend that talked to you and told you a bad story, something really bad that happened to her? Was a social injustice that you saw on TV somewhere? Where does inspiration comes from?
I feel like inspiration comes from your everyday routine. You could be walking down the street and run into the prettiest girl you see in your life. Go to the studio the next day and talk about the prettiest girl you see in your life. Just from that 1, 2, 3 seconds. So I feel like music, well, the motivation comes from everything we do. Everything that's around us, anything we can open our mouths to discuss.
Whatever you're feeling at the moment, was feeling in the past. Like, for me, it's more of a feeling. I dropped the whole album about my life experiences from younger to older. It was called Pain and Champagne. You guys can find that on all platforms. And it was just my life experiences of everything I've been through, basically my life story. And it's 12 songs. Just my personal experience.
Now, guys, just before we go into the next segment, I have to do this. Sponsor, a word for our sponsor.
Get your money.
We are at Dos Marias, 200 New Main Street. Great place. I wouldn't say great place. I would say the best place for a good Mexican food. Tuesdays, it's Taco Day. You can come here from now until it closes. As you guys know, because of the pandemic, every restaurant closes at 10. So you can come from now until 10 o'clock and eat the best tacos in town. Not just the town, I would say surrounding cities, probably county-wise and state. Was that a good one?
Yeah.
That was a great one. Great.
And the margaritas,
Where those at?
the wines, they're right there waiting for us.
Oh, yeah.
They're right there waiting. Can somebody bring me that so the guys can...
Let the viewers see.
Exactly.
Wait, we're gonna talk about the food.
Come
on, what? Show the food.
Now that does look fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Now guys,
Quesadilla?
quesadillas from Las Dos Marias for our guests.
Thank you.
Chicken wings,
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
so we can pick as we talk.
Yeah.
So come on down and have somebody's brother. And the
Come on
tequilas and all that
I
stuff.
tell y'all right now, this smells delicious, man. Better come get it.
The smelling is nothing compared to the taste.
It looks delicious too.
Now you said about the inspiration, and I guess you made it very clear. There is no rules for inspiration.
No, definitely.
You could have this today.
I might go to the studio tonight and make some.
Exactly.
Yeah. These wings is that good, I might just talk
Yeah,
about
you
it.
drink a bottle of water, the inspiration comes like this at
Instant.
any time. You could be sleeping, dreaming of something, waking up, boom,
Exactly.
write that first few lines and go from there.
But honestly, I feel like there's two different types of inspiration. There's the inspiration for our everyday when we make music, or what made us pick up the mic in the first place. The inspiration that made us want to start making music. You know
Good
what I'm
point, yeah. Why did you pick up the mic in the
saying?
first
For
place?
me, I have a brother. He's my cousin, but we grew up like brothers. He was incarcerated. That affected me deeply because we were so close, and I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Not to get too deep on the live, but
Yes, yes.
I sort of felt like it was my fault, and he was aspiring to be a rapper. I devoted myself to chase this dream so I can make it for the both of us. You understand? He should be home any day now.
Good.
So,
Is he a rapper?
yeah, he's a rapper. King Vizzy. I'd even shout out my name, Judah Ja, on Instagram, Judah_Ja. But my cousin's King Vizzy. He should be home in a couple of months. And he'll be right here with us.
Slim,
This empty
Steve.
spot right here, will be
Hey.
right sitting right with us.
I'll tell you what, when he comes home, we need to interview
Yes.
him with you guys, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Now, you go by?
Oh, I'm Next Up Leaky. You can find me on all platforms, Instagram as Next Up Leaky.
Now, guys, so let me make it clear so you understand. Those are the artists. This is the brain. Because, you know, each person has his own qualities.
Yes,
okay?
Sir.
I'm a very good videographer, but I'm a lousy writer. I misspell words all the time. Even people say, why don't you learn how to write first? Well, I'm not a writer. Okay? English is not my first, second, third, or fourth language. I do the best I can. But my point is, there is people that are very good artists. There are people that are very highly intelligent managers. And just being a good artist without a good manager, you don't go far.
Exactly. That's what makes a team.
Go.
Everybody got to know their lane.
It's a team. Okay?
Yeah.
It's
I'm sorry. One more
plays
thing.
position.
One more thing before we go any further. It's way more than us. We have CHD Productions, our videographer.
Yes,
We
the guys
got
in the background,
D-Wade.
yes.
We have a couple people that helped us at the Thanksgiving drive. We have Worm Gotti. We have the Ski family. We have a couple of people that are doing their thing also. It's not just us. in
Shout out
this
to
team, you know.
everybody. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Definitely, definitely. So guys, we couldn't have them all here for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is the pandemic, the situation, getting together in small places, many people. And the other thing is sometimes there is too many people. But the work is done because it's a teamwork.
Definitely.
Okay? And the guy who's getting the sound going, making sure everything is good, the lights, they are equally important. And to me, they are artists on their own.
Absolutely.
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 They artists on their own. I met a couple at the turkey giveaway. Cool guys.
Yeah.
Okay? Cool guys.
Everybody.
So, back a little bit. High school. Music was on your minds back then?
Let's go further. Middle school.
Middle school.
Let's go to middle school.
Was music in your mind back then?
Yes. Yes. We'd be in the lunchroom having rap battles with each other, other people, anybody.
We were the influencers as soon as we start. The whole lunchroom.
24/7.
The whole lunchroom.
It
Right
made would
behind
go
us.
banging on the table, ding 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 ding. He come up, he start rapping. I
Starts
come up,
rapping.
start rapping.
Drumsticks
My
on the
cousin is
table.
away,
Making beats. I could
Start
start rapping.
rapping.
and the whole lunchroom's watching now.
Everybody.
So this is not something
Nah.
that...
Nah, this is not new.
And it gets me upset sometimes. When we talk about it, we're like, damn, I wish I'm
Came a
sorry,
long way.
But yeah.
We had a
came long way.
conversation
I
the
wish you
other
would have
day.
did what we. I wish you would have started what we started now. Back then, we probably, kept it.
Hey,
it.
but you know, I don't know if you believe in destiny,
Yeah,
or
I
if you
definitely
believe
do.
that things happen when the time is right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Timing is everything.
Yeah,
Definitely.
timing is everything.
Timing is everything.
Look, you knew since you were little guys, you went different ways, but you grew up, you mature yourself, you solidify your thoughts, how you want things, and now you got together and you're making things happen. Now we could stay here debating the entire day what could have been. It don't matter. Now what matters is what it's going to be.
Exactly.
Right?
Amen.
It's what's going to be. And for what I see, you guys are on the way to success. Now, let me tell you something that I tell everyone. When you guys get big and there is a concert somewhere and the guy at the door says, listen man, there is this old man about 30 years old at the door.
Bring him in. Bring him in. Bring him in.
He says his name is Ru Ross. He knows you guys since you were teenagers.
We might have to replace him.
I don't want you guys to say, I don't know who the hell that is.
Definitely.
VIP access,
Got you.
right around your neck.
You gonna feed some more
Yo,
of these and everything.
keep the mask. If you come with the mask, they're gonna know. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Make sure you don't go nowhere.
yeah, always keep that mask.
Hopefully.
It might be worth $1 million in like 10
Oh
years.
yeah. Oh no, I got the
Don't
both
say
masks.
it.
Both of
Yeah,
them.
both colorways.
As soon as I show them mask, they go over there and tell them I have the mask.
Yeah, you
Solidify.
I'm good.
Good. That's gonna sell you right there. You're like, oh,
Okay.
Like, I don't even got that
Word,
mask.
that's
That's from 10 years ago, the first turkey drop?
That's it right there.
I don't even
First
got that.
turkey drive, first mask.
Exactly.
I'm getting in,
Yeah.
and I'm going backstage.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you don't have a mask yet, get in
mask.
the second.
Go
you
get a
gotta
mask.
catch the second drop.
If you don't have a mask,
Gotta
yeah,
catch the
get
second
a
drop.
mask.
Tap in, please.
What was the first piece that, not necessarily the first piece you wrote and you played but the piece that it's more important to you, that has a special meaning. I know that they all have a meaning, especially if you wrote, it has a meaning to you. If it's your work, you know, you have it. But as a group, what is the piece that you guys say, my masterpiece, or our masterpiece?
Can I throw a suggestion? See if you guys agree?
Yeah.
Bad Guy?
Give your reason why.
Yeah.
Bad Guy was the start of it all. We came back from California, and that was our first video we worked on. That was our first video we put out as a brand, as a label. And what, how many views? 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 on our first drop? Doesn't get better than that.
Well,
So,
it can be better than
It
that.
can be.
It can be better than
Not
that.
for me. Not to
No,
me.
no, it can be 60 views, 60,000 views.
Well, it can't get way bigger than that before our first drop. That's why I'm saying it's significant.
But what I mean is, all those guys they're watching, please go on YouTube now, right now,
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
and watch.
Drop all your names again, please.
Yeah,
they
so-
Can I show the camera? Like, am I able to do that?
Huh?
Can I show the camera like what to look up?
Yeah, you can go get close to the camera.
Right
Make
there,
sure it's
right there.
focused.
Yeah, go close to the lens.
You gotta make sure it's focused.
It focuses, autofocus.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stop it doing this. Otherwise it gets
So
the
if you
cheese.
type in
I know
HARHUM,
what's going
You
on.
gotta
JR.
tell me twice.
HARHUM, ARHUM, on YouTube, all of our videos pop up. JR Rashik, Judah Ja, next up Leaky. Get in tune.
So guys, let's do this. Let's play a little game. As we're here talking, chit-chatting, eating a little bit, I want you guys to take 2 minutes and do 2 things. Don't forget to give Yonkers Voice a like, because we need our support in order to keep going.
Definitely.
But I also want you to go to YouTube, look at the, at the channel, listen to some music there, and comment live here which one you like the best. I want to see you talking. I want to see
I'm
you.
on my phone right now.
That's it. And he's on the phone. He's looking,
Spectating over here, man.
he's looking at the comments. He's going to answer on one-on-one. You put your comment, he's going to answer you back. So let's make this a fun thing to do.
Let's do it.
Pandemic. This is a serious business. This business that walking around with the mask, look, I don't like it. Okay? I'm here because you guys there, we have a distance, but I don't like it any less than the other guy. But I know that it's a necessary evil. We need
I'm sorry, you have napkins.
Prince. Can you get us those napkins, sir?
Thank you, right?
They going crazy with no napkins.
Thank you,
I
right?
got
Yeah.
you.
You need some too?
No, just one. So the mask is necessary. Our health is at risk. Some people think this is a flu like any other. I really don't think so. I don't remember any other flu that has killed almost 300,000 people in 8 months, or infected 11 million Americans in 8 months. So it's not a flu like any other. So since we know it's not, wear your masks. Okay, you guys gave masks away.
Definitely.
Wear that mask, and then save the mask, because that mask can be the ticket for their shows when you show up with the mask.
Telling you.
Look.
With that mask on, it don't hurt anybody.
You don't hurt anybody,
Yeah, man. It don't hurt anybody.
right? Okay, we got it. Well, Prince just added, I think it's a link to your music. Is it? Are you guys following the conversation?
You want conversation, man? I was just finishing up my case.
Oh.
I'm tuning in right now, guys.
What about shows coming up?
Shows?
Pandemic, man.
Pandemic, boss. That's the crazy part. We're itching to get on the stage.
Bad guy. She dropped bad guy. That was the link.
I
Bad
even
guy.
want to travel.
Appreciate you.
But
Who's
there
that?
is other ways
Prince
to do it.
Robinson?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Prince Robinson.
There is other ways to do it. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and do a cyber concert.
Oh.
We find a place like this or another place that only us there in the group, Okay?
I did.
And the group, and we live stream. We live stream with a direct link to where people can go and buy your music.
I like that a lot.
As they're watching it, they're liking, oh, go here, support it. So you have to be creative because we cannot be sitting here until this pandemic is done because we don't know when it's done.
Yeah.
Right? And I have, this is not my idea, I have seen a couple of shows
Yeah, I've seen.
that they're doing it. Actually, my son, he's a record label for a company called, he's a CEO for a record label called Noisy Cricket. You know, he works with Lion Bay, Vanessa Williams' daughter, Charles Hamilton from Brooklyn Girls, and a couple others. And he's telling me that this is what they're doing now. They actually have a show coming up, and the way the show is, imagine Cookfield, large thing, right? They have a stage at one end. Cars come, they park the cars, but they cannot come out of the cars.
So like a drive-through concept.
Remember the live-through
Like
movie
drive-through
theater
movie.
before?
That's really cool. I like
Now
that.
it's a drive-through for concert.
From the car?
So people are in the car and they watch the concert. If they want to come out and dance, they can, but they cannot be more than 2 feet or 3 feet, 3 feet from the vehicle. So you got to be creative.
Yeah, that's dope.
I like that a lot.
You know, you gotta be creative. You know, Cookfield, Tibbetts, it's a whole bunch of the parks.
That's true.
You know, so this is just food for thought.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now,
Appreciate
crime in Yonkers. You see a lot of crime, and unfortunately, lots of those crimes are committed by young people. I was going to say people like us. I wish I could. I'm no longer young. So I would say people like your age. We need to do something. We need to motivate those folks to drop the guns, pick up the mic, okay, and do things that are positive. What do you have to tell them? Because they're looking at you. I'm telling you, there is many kids looking at you and saying, I wish I could, you know. Do I have the opportunity? Well, that opportunity don't comes out just like that. You have to create your opportunity. You have to have a group of people like yours that has a goal, a mission, and a plan how to get there. Just have a picture of the end goal. Oh, I'm driving my Lamborghini and all that. But before you drive that Lamborghini, there's a lot of work behind it that takes you to
We
level.
didn't even get to the Lamborghinis yet.
Yeah.
We're still renting.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you guys are an incentive, a motivation.
No, definitely.
Lots of people look at you. You're not there yet, but I'm sure that soon you will be. But then you remember the path that you have to walk to get there.
That's
That's
the best part of it all.
I feel like for us, we're there, we're just not where we want to be. So with that being said, if you have belief within yourself, what the next person has to say about you is irrelevant. As long as you stay focused and committed to your dream, you're gonna accomplish it. Manifestation is real.
Yeah, for real. The law of attraction is really real.
That is real.
Whatever you believe, you can achieve.
It sounds cliche, but it's really like, that's really how it goes, for real. Like, that's how everybody is successful. They have a plan and they execute that plan and they do whatever it takes to execute that plan. And that's really all you have to do is you have to be willing to die about whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And once you have that mindset, you'll be golden.
But they need to understand that to get there, that is working.
Exactly. And that's where the work comes in. That's where the work comes in.
Absolutely.
Because once you have that plan, now you have the plan. So now you're like, what do I do
Go out
now?
and attack that
So now
plan.
you have to go out and attack. You have to, whatever you have to do, get your notepad, get a bulletin board, put up poster stickers in the morning, whatever you have to do. Just get all your thoughts together and then plan ahead and execute everything every day. Every day, literally just think about that. Drink and sleep your plan. Drink, sleep your dream. Drink, sleep your dream. Like, that's all you should be worried about.
And also understand that there are gonna be certain obstacles that you'll have to go through. And those are only tests to see if where you really wanna be is where you will really be. So as long as you overcome those obstacles, again, stay focused, execute your plan, you'll succeed.
And once again, this is exactly what HARHUM music is about. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're not like Jordan just said, JR said, we're not where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? We're taking steps to get where we want to be. Like having this sitting down right now with Real and Yonkers Voice, sitting down having this interview with you. But we're not where we want to be. We're not on Hot 97, the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? But we're taking steps to get there. You know what I'm saying? And this is a milestone for us right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're just a prime example to show everybody else at home and whoever that can relate to us that you can do it, bro. Like we're nobody. Like you after this interview, you'll probably see us in the street one day, get in the boat, like a chopped cheese or something, bro. For real. Like you can do whatever you put your mind to, for real.
Yeah. What about those guys that get involved with bad companies?
So with that being said, with bad company. With that being said, it's like Yonkers is I feel like everywhere you go there's gonna be like violence or whatever you want to crime, however you want to put it. That's why we have a government. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think people just they're products of their environment.
And our problem in Yonkers is the lack of resources.
Exactly. We have no resources here.
They did take a lot of stuff from us as far as like when we were in high school, they took away JV sports from us. Everyone had to play varsity. A lot of people lost their motivation to play sports. Kids have nowhere to play sports in Yonkers. A lot of community centers, we don't have access to them. Kids never had like a lot of access to them, so they resort to the streets. Yeah. And I think a lot of kids are misunderstood. Yeah, these kids are not in the streets because they want to be, or that's all they know. Exactly. That's all that's outside for them. You understand? Exactly. So when they leave the house, if they had somewhere to go, then they would go. They would go.
These kids don't have cars. They don't know how to drive. Half these kids don't have license. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even have money. Half of them don't have fare to get on the bus.
And it starts with the positivity in our community, like you said. They gotta have older role models, someone showing them the right way. And it's not really a lot of that in Yonkers.
And you know, they're not really like, we don't want to look at anybody as like trouble child or problem child or whatever the case may be. You know, everybody's a human being. Everybody goes through everything. You know, everybody has their circumstances that they have to encounter and grow up in.
Trust me, we not gonna sit here and act like we're the perfect. Yeah. We definitely been through our shares of violence in Yonkers. Not severe violence, but we've definitely had our fights here and there. So like, to sit here today and give back to the community that we grew up in mean a lot. Because we grew up here, we've been through everything everyone else has been through in this community. So
we didn't have to
so
be in the streets to do it.
You have experienced it badly.
Definitely, of course.
See,
lived here my whole life.
That's part of growing up.
I had my bad experiences in my life. I learned from them. I try not to repeat it. But sometimes the problem is not just the bad moments in our lives. The problem is when we don't learn from those bad moments in our lives. Okay? Like you as a kid, you probably did whatever you did. You, me. But we learn, get to a point that they say, okay, we have to stop and change the path, because otherwise, this is where I'm going. It might take me a little longer to get what I want if I go through this way, but it will be a much safer way once I get there.
I agree with that.
So that's the deal. Now, anything else, guys? Anything else that perhaps you guys want to talk about?
You have a video dropping on Friday.
Tell them.
You have a video dropping on Friday.
New music video dropping on Friday featuring G2 Baby.
Another local Yonkers artist. He's doing his thing also. He was
Shout
at the
out
Turkey
to
Drive.
Gang, ENT, definitely.
He was at the Turkey Drive helping us as well. Shout out to G2 Baby and the whole ski crew. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you to everybody that's supporting us and continue to support us. We appreciate everything.
And one more thing. The Turkey Drive was not the last thing that we had planned for this year. We have one supporter. I can't say the name now because that'll give away the surprise. We have one supporter we found out has a disability, but has been supporting us since day one when we got together. And we all know that Christmas is coming up. We planned on arriving to that supporter's house with HARHUM music gear and gifts. We're all trying to get in contact with his mother and try to make that happen so we, provide.
But
as much
one
as we
thing,
can.
that's not the only family we want to touch. If you can get in contact with us, our manager Money, any of us, and you have
Anyone you know.
anybody you know that we can give back to, we can set that up too and surprise them as well. Same thing for Christmas. That's what we want to do this
You
year.
can get you can hit me on Instagram. My Instagram is money_7. So that's MONEY
Drops at the top.
7. Yeah, and I'll drop it in the comment on Facebook so you guys can know. Yeah.
All right, then tell us again how to connect with you guys on Facebook, Instagram, so people can just.
So my handle is everywhere the same. So my handle is gonna be Money Miles everywhere. So on Facebook it's Money Miles, and on Instagram it's Money Miles as well. But my @name is Money_7.
You can find me on Facebook, Malik Hooks. That's MALIQ Hooks. You can find me on Instagram as Next Up Leaky. Next Up LEAKY.
And I'm Judah Ja. You can find me everywhere, Judah Ja. Instagram, Judah_Ja, JUDAH_JAH.
I go by JR Rashik on Facebook. That is JAY_R. Rashik RASHIQ. Instagram, JR Rashik. JAYRRASHIQ.
And guys, I am Ru Ross from Yonkers Voice. Thank you for watching.
Man.
It's appreciated. Support these young guys. Go and check the music out. Download it, support it. We need actions, not words. Anyone can say whatever they want. Unless you put actions to your words, those words mean absolutely nothing. So go on those platforms, listen to the music, download, and support our local artists and business. Until next time.
Appreciate everybody for
Thank
watching.
you.